Welcome to the Indie Author Roadmap, the podcast for new and aspiring indie authors.
We're your hosts, Rachel and Rob, here to help guide you on your writing journey.
Join us each episode as we share tips, insights and practical advice to help you take the next steps towards becoming a successful indie author.
Whether you're working on your first book, navigating self-publishing, or looking to connect with fellow indie authors, this is the place for you.
So grab your notebook, settle in, and let's hit the road to your publishing dreams.
Because right in the end, it's just the beginning.
Welcome to the Indie Author Roadmap. My name is the awesome, amazing, fantastic, brilliant Rachel. I nearly forgot all my names then. And this is episode 70, and I am joined by...
Rob Radcliffe, the reluctant writer, but the very, very keen speaker writer.
Very keen. And what are we talking about today?
Is it writing? It doesn't feel like writing. It feels like cheating.
But what are we talking about?
And we're talking about dictation, of course. Now, you need to get your course quick done.
Yes,
because
I have switched over to that project now because I finished editing my books and I'm like, that is the next one. So that is now what I'm actively working on.
The thing is, I come into contact week in, week out with quite a lot of authors, and I'm just raving about it and telling them my results and stuff, and they're all trying it now.
Yeah.
So instead, if you had your course out, I'd be going,
you could
do this
forward to me.
Right.
Yeah. But it's good ground for beta testers.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was talking to Al about it, and he was like, have so many free beta testers that are really going to take it serious. And then, because I was asking price points of this course, and he was like, do it for $97 until you've had so many people through the door, so you've got reviews, and then put it up to $147. And he's like, but for people that wanted to beta test it, but you don't choose them, you could give it to them for like $47.
Yeah.
And that way it's a really reduced rate, and so they're getting, to try it out.
Yeah,
because
you still get those testimonials then, won't you?
Yeah. But again, it's super cheap. And obviously those ones are probably the ones you'd be more hands-on with, because that's ironing out all the kinks in the course.
Yeah. Right, so what is dictation, Rachel?
It is speaking your story. Or actually speaking whatever you want to write.
Right. And how'd you get into that? Let's do the nuts and bolts, because I've as well as chatting to a lot of authors, they've been asking me about like the hardware and the software and stuff. So what is it you use?
Now I use Otter to dictate on my phone, which is an app. It's actually for meetings. It's transcription for taking minutes of a meeting, but it works just the same. And you can send yourself the transcription, and then I use Claude to tidy it up. And then I use Speechify to read it back to me, basically.
No. So I mean, I've been doing it for all of 2 weeks. The dictation, and it feels like, because obviously you're an old pro at it, but it feels like I can't really get out of the needing to be in front of the keyboard afterwards. So at the moment for me, it is just press record, which is an Apple app from a phone, and then my HTC AirPods. Not the transcription, the dictation goes straight to my iCloud, and then it turns into transcription. I can move it over to my Mac, but it's just a big block of text. And then what I find myself doing is I'm listening, because it doesn't pick up everything. I'll be listening to it as I'm typing the chapter out. It seems a bit counterintuitive because I'm doing it twice, but we all like to do things twice, don't we?
Yeah.
But it's, for me, the prince of procrastination. Just even sitting in the seat, it means I don't have a blank page. I've got the story in mind because I've spoke it already. And when I go through that transcription, listening to it and typing, the second draft, I guess it is clean. And that's where I add in the flesh to the bones, if you like. And that's...
See, when I started dictation, it was do it your way. It was like you do your first draft dictated, and then you second draft it, like, edit it, but it's heavy edits as you on the keyboard. So
Yeah,
it was like that. I don't do that now because 'cause I'm lazy, and I realised that I can dictate the corrections. And so, if I do a 100% dictated chapter, I've easily got 3,000 words clean in about half an hour.
yeah. I mean, personally for me at the moment, it's paranoia.
Yeah.
The and I need it in front of
You've
me.
got to shift. It's a mindset shift on that, like, it feels like cheating. I remember it's a few years ago now, I got my first 15K word day dictating, and it took me,
Yeah.
like, 3 hours to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, and I was like, and I didn't feel exhausted like you do. You imagine if you've typed 15,000 words, what you feel like afterwards, you're just knackered. So I
Yeah,
didn't
I
feel
did it. I did that once, and you just brain
yeah,
hurts.
I didn't
Yeah,
feel exhausted. I didn't ache from sitting at my chair all day. It had, like, taken me 3 hours, so it was still, like, lunchtime, and I was like, "I feel like I've cheated and done something wrong," and I couldn't it took me a while to get out. I was like, "I feel like I've not actually written, and I've just had these words produced."
yeah.
But they were still me.
And what were those words like? Because I mean, mine are all over the place. That I mean, I'm getting the bones of the story, but like where I'd be typing, and I'm mumbling to myself, and then oh no, I'd say I'll type a word. No, that's the wrong word. I'm now speaking, so I might have like 3 sentences of me saying a sentence and then saying it again because I thought of a better word, and then
Yeah.
uh, do you still have that, or are you just that
Yeah,
experience? Just
I still have parts. I'll start a dictation session, and I'll be like, I don't know, a couple of minutes into it, and I'm like, "That's shit." And I will because I get Claude to tidy mine up, I will just say, "Ignore everything I've just done, start again." And I'll go chapter blah, 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 and I'll start again, and it'll come out better.
yeah. What
So,
one
yeah.
thing I've also started doing, like, because when you're writing typing, you can go off on a little bit of a tangent. Like, say you walk into a cafe, and then you're gonna describe the cafe for a few
Yeah.
sentences. That's just fodder that will slow you down if you're dictating. So I mean, it was at a cafe, but that's just an example.
Yeah.
So when I was dictating the other day, I just to keep the flow going, he walked into a cafe, edit, describe cafe, and then I'd just continue on what he was actually there for.
Yeah, see, if I'm in those bits,
Yeah,
I'll actually close my eyes, and, yeah, obviously, if you're walking, it's probably a bit dangerous to close your eyes, but if I'm
yeah,
at home, I'll, like, sit and I'll close my eyes, and I will describe a cafe, and I'll slow down and describe it the way I normally would type in,
yeah,
and try and put the atmosphere into the description.
yeah. I mean, I think that's where being a newbie for me is still. I'll do
Yeah.
that when I'm sat at at the
Yeah,
laptop.
I mean, we differ I looked up when I started dictating, and it was 2017, so I've got, like,
Yeah,
almost 10 years on
yeah,
it, so, yeah, and I started in the days of Dragon, when you had to actually train the Dragon software, and you had to speak all the, um, prompt, dialogue, punctuation.
yeah, formatting, yeah,
Yeah, which was really funny if you've done when I first learn how to do dictation, I'd listened to Scott Baker on The Creative Pen. He has got a book out, called Training Your Dragon, but that's how I started dictating, and I challenged myself to do it for a week to see because you get a lot of people say, "I tried dictation once and it didn't work for me," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you also tried to ride a bike once and fell off."
yeah,
Uh And so it was with that mindset, I was like, "I'm gonna give this a real go, and I'm gonna do it for a week and see how I go." And I got so into it that because I learned how to dictate all the punctuation just naturally, it just automatically comes in because it does with your typing, doesn't it? You put a comma in without thinking about it, but it
yeah.
gets like that with your dictation. That I would then go and speak to someone, and suddenly you're like, "What are we having for tea?" Question mark. Like, fuck's sake.
But you just automatically, it's just there in your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
It's
yes, I have been speaking, and a lot of them been getting on board. Like a friend of mine, Adrian Cousins, I mentioned that I've been doing pretty well with it, and he texted me yesterday saying, I just done 4,000 words walking to the shop and back, and I'm like, "Yep,
Yeah.
welcome to the
Well,
revolution,
one
man."
of the things I see a lot of writers have the problem with is because we've all been typing for years, they'll try dictation and they might try it a few times and they'll be like, I dictated, but it came out shit. And it's like, but you got to learn a new skill. Like
Yeah,
you're not going to be able to go from really good typist to really good dictator in a few days. It's not a long skill to learn. I'd say it's a couple of weeks to get to um, being at the newbie can do it level, if you know what I
yeah,
mean. You know, like when you've just passed your driving test, you go out for the first time on your own. It take you
yeah,
2 weeks to get to that point with dictation. And then obviously, you know, with driving, the more you do it, a couple of months later, you're flying. So it's the same with dictation.
yeah. So this week, from let's just call it Monday to the last 8 days, say,
Mm.
how many words have you dictated?
Me, I've been editing, so I haven't.
So
But
is that so that when you're editing, that's already dictated words, and that now you turn it
no,
into
so
the story?
I've been going over some books. I've been on a different project. The last time, usually if I dictate, um, usually about 60,000 words in a week is what I do.
Yeah, it's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. And
So if you're
that's
doing hang on, the maths don't work out there. So if you're doing 60,000 words in a week, why are you not doing 2.5 million a year?
because you are the king of procrastination and I am the queen of self-sabotage.
Oh, right, okay. Why would you have 2 fucking hosts on a podcast like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
If
yeah,
there is a way to sabotage myself, I will do.
yeah, yeah. Whereas I just don't fucking do it. I can't even be asked doing that.
Now,
So
I think
that
I had this thought myself, like everyone's dictating and I was like, um and I'm doing I was doing some edits and now I'm gonna switch on to dictation course. I'm like, do you know what? I could just do an hour of dictation every day and still write my book in the evening. But keep the dictation course as my 100% focus. And I would
yeah.
still in an hour whack on 5,000 words onto my book.
Is that what you're on now, 5,000 words an hour?
Yeah, that's my pace is 5,000 words an hour.
I'm usually because I walk the dog with that's usually my thing. I do I do 2 loops of the field, which takes about half an hour, and
Yeah,
it's always around 2,000 words. So I guess that would be 4,000 words an hour, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Which
still
is, I
pretty.
mean, that's fucking
It's
all morning.
amazing.
Which,
Yeah,
yeah, if writing, but yeah,
yeah. And I do mine in 20-minute sprints. So
yeah, half
yeah,
an hour sprints. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know about you, but I always find I yawn a lot when I'm dictating. I'm like, for fuck's sake, I keep yawning.
No, what I do, I find that when I'm listening back, I'm shitting myself up and nearly deafing myself because I'll be
You get
chatting.
into it.
Well, no, I'll be chatting and stuff, dictating, and then out of nowhere comes Rogan, Rogan, come here. But I've got that in my earpiece and I don't know it's coming, so I'm just like, okay, and then a big fucking Rogan.
Have you not tried yet getting Claude to edit it for you? Have you not tried that?
I don't trust it. Is
It
that
does so well, it doesn't change your words. If you give it the right prompt, it will put everything correctly. It'll get a couple of things wrong, like, it'll get who's speaking wrong, but then that lets me know that I actually need a dialogue tag in that, because if Claude confused it, the reader's probably gonna confuse it.
yeah, that sometimes it doesn't pick up the words either because of wind or whatever, and that's why
Yeah.
at the moment I'm going through listening back and then
Yeah, you
actually
should
typing out
give it a try
things.
and see what you think, 'cause I think it's amazing, like, I mean,
Yeah,
I have a project within Claude that's called Dictation, so that is and it's got in its files instructions for transcribing for editing my dictation,
the
so I have to
prompt.
yeah, but it's in
Yeah,
the file, so it's like a master prompt that's in there,
yeah.
and I'll just throw the thing in and I'll go, "This is dictated text," but it already knows what I've told it that it's not allowed to do, so it's not allowed to change anything, but it is allowed to listen for the instructions within what I've written.
Well, these
Because
are the things that you need to add to your course as well.
yeah, because when I'm dictating, I will give Claude instructions as because I've done it so long, it's just, like, so natural to say, um I was writing something the other day, and I couldn't remember what it was called, and I went, "Please look up the name of this," and so when it transcribed it, it put the actual thing in.
Ah, right, okay,
And
yeah,
that's not something I need to do or spend the time with. It was the name. I couldn't remember an author's surname.
yeah.
It was a blog post I was doing, and it put it in for me. But that I don't see that as, like, cheating, or is it putting something in. It was just that I wasn't researching it. But, yeah, I leave it notes as I'm dictating because I know I'm gonna put it into Claude, and it will take the instructions off you.
So when, so you've dictated, and then you've got and then you've got Claude to format and edit a little bit, and then you'll go through it then and do like the final edit, I guess.
Yeah, I get it to give me. I'm lazy, so I'll get it to give it me as an MD file, which I can
Right.
copy and paste into Speechify, and Speechify is something like $70 for the year, and
Yeah.
I'll pop it into that, and um, you pop the file into there, and then you can just press play on your phone, and go off and listen to it, and it will just read it to you. I like to put it in Gwyneth Paltrow's voice or Mr. Beast, have them read back
Right.
to me, but you can spot the errors.
Yeah.
There's usually very little that I wanna change, but because it's on Speechify, if I do get an error, I can, pause the recording and just highlight it like you can on a Kindle, and then I can sit back at my desk and I know that I needed to go and change that.
And then is there any more editing passes that you do before it's what you want?
No, once it's been through Speechify, I'm happy with it, that's it. I copy and paste it into my Google document, and that's ready in the book. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So you done so you haven't done any words this week.
No, I've just edit. Plus, I've had just a busy week. I've done blog posts. I actually got 3 Substack posts out this week, which is all right.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Talking of self-sabotage, I put a blog post out this week on Substack. Wrote it really angry, and then was going to take it down.
Which
But
one? I read
it
one
was
of you came up.
the one about AI, the police stop policing each other.
Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I wrote angry, and so by the time I'd finished writing it, I'd calmed down, and but I was like, "I don't know where to post this now because it comes across really angry." And
Yeah,
I was
doesn't.
like, I suppose
Hey,
to me,
if I wrote angry, you'd know what angry
yeah,
was. It
I
doesn't come
suppose
across
to
angry
me it
at all.
does because I know the mood I was in when I wrote it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I scheduled it, and I was like, "I'll just put it up to drop on Thursday, and I'll think about if I want to take it down." And I got a notification on my phone that had been published. I was like, "Oh, shit." And then not 5 minutes later, James Blatchery stacked it. I'm like, "Oh my God." And then I got really scared. I'm like, "Well, what if people read it?"
Well,
And then I was
that's
like
the idea, isn't it?
and I was like, "Leave it. Leave it alone, walk away." And it's just been restacked loads of times, and it's taken off that one. But that's an example of self-sabotage. I had to actively get out of that mode.
No, but as long as you stand by everything that you put in it, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
No.
I mean, there's gonna be people that go, "No, you're wrong," and blah blah blah,
I've only had
especially
one
on
person
AI, you know.
I've
But
only had one person do that yesterday.
yeah, and just go, yeah, you just laugh at them because they're just
No, they came on and they were saying, "I don't agree with AI writing. The ethics in it, people need to be transparent, blah blah blah." And I
why?
replied, so I put, "This is not an article about whether AI is right or wrong. It's an article about stop bullying each other." I'm like,
Yeah.
"But out of curiosity, what's ethically wrong about AI? Why do we need to be transparent?" And another question. And he completely ignored me and started calling me naive and all sorts. I'm like, "You don't have any answers."
He's the one that's naive. And also, I mean, I saw an AI post that might have been on TikTok and that, and just going on about the usual bullshit about AI and writing and all the rest of it. And I don't agree with it personally because I'm a writer and I always have been a writer, and that's the fun bit.
Mm,
I understand that other people are doing it. I think that it's cheating, uh, but it's fine. I mean, if you're going to do that, fine. But
yeah,
the point is, it doesn't fucking matter what authors think anyway, because if the reader is entertained by it, that's all that matters. That is all
yeah,
that matters,
yeah.
because
I was
it's
I was
them
kind of
who are reading it to be entertained.
yeah. Well, I was giggling
Anything
at this
else is
guy. So
bullshit.
this guy was laughing because I was like, "I wonder if he realizes how much AI is in this article." Because I dictated that article,
Yeah,
and then Claude tidied it up, and then speech if I read it back to me. I'm like, I wonder if you'd be annoyed that there was like the AI to help me write this post.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I've
the
oh,
writing
I've
was mine because the writing's
I
the fun part.
I've had to jump up to the, Claude Max now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these translations, £75 before VAT, so
Yeah.
it's like 90 quid altogether. I'm not happy about it.
No, but it's worth it. You definitely get the use out of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's just gonna
Yeah.
run forever now. But, in saying that, I mean, the Claude was at Claude Pro, which is £20. I was topping up
Yeah.
constantly. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably work out cheap anyway because 'cause I'm not topping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on topic. So how did you find your first dictation session? Like, how did you
My
do
first
it?
one.
Yeah, how did you go about it? Did you just, like, just jump in the deep end? Did you plan?
No, I plotted with Claude. Well, oh God, he wrote the book then. But, what I find, because I've always been a pantser, I cannot, if I'm, because I'm trying this new thing, dictation, I can't fucking pants, because I just
No.
stand there saying nothing. I knew that I need like way markers, chapter way marker, even just a sentence, so I can get it in my head on the walk down to the field, kind of what's coming next, and then go. And I knew that from the start. Probably talking to you and also Gary, because I've been chatting to him now, bothering him. He's now one of my authors that I bother, which is fun. I like to collect them. But yeah, so I sort of plotted the book with Claude, and when I say plotted it with it, Claude was the just just giving me shit ideas just to spark actual real ideas
Yeah,
was how
yeah.
I was
It
very
tells you all
generic,
the
very bullshit.
it
But
gives you all the stuff you don't wanna write so you can find the stuff you wanna write
yeah,
in your
yeah,
own
kind
head.
of. I mean, brand new, but because I've pen name Z now and it's contemporary romance, which is very similar to my Ladlet stuff. But then your brain happened when I was dictating chapter 5 of that one day, and this other voice came into my head saying, "Listen to me," and I did, and it was kind of a psychological thriller, very much just the style of Dexter or you know, that
Yeah,
first person kind of thing. So I went with it, and but then I just kind of made notes when it first kept popped into my head, kind of an opening scene, and then I went back to Claude, and we to and froed a book. Just the idea, because it gives fucking generic bullshit, and it always wants to. It's almost like it wants to write a stage play. It wants to
yeah,
keep the scene contained in one place. Uh, I- for whatever reason, I don't know. It must just be the way it is. AI is. So I was like, no, we're going to go here, we're going to go there. So it was saying all the wrong things for me to spark my muse to say the right things. And we had a chapter guide, just a couple of sentences each chapter, and then I'd read that, walking the dog down to the field, and then I know where I am because it's first person, obviously. I know where I am to step into that character's shoes then, and then do my laps of the pitch and talk the fuck out of it.
yeah.
Yes, and this week, in the last
Did you
8
feel
days,
stupid when you did your first dictation session?
yeah, absolutely, and stopping and starting, and ahhing, and I was literally just, but I'd stopped walking when I stopped speaking,
Yeah.
and just stood there like, right, where am I? What do I need to do? So then I backtrack, and then I, I go again, and then I stop. Or if I was making a correction, I'd stop and then
Yeah.
make the correction, and then I'm going again. It's really fucking weird. And it's like my brain's stopping, so I have to stop.
You'll eventually get to the point where that won't happen. Like, I can, I used to do some work for, patient transport, and so
Yeah,
I'd be transporting, like, blood to, Liverpool Hospital or stuff.
yeah,
It's just like some ad hoc work I was doing. But it was an hour's drive there and back, and so I could get by the time I got home, I'm at 8,000 words
yeah,
because I've just dictated, but you don't need to stop. You get the more you do it, the better you can just tell the story.
Yeah, well, every spring I got her out of my folks' house, and they've got this big house with a massive long garden, wide garden that's on the moors, and I paint the fence because it gets fucked, during the winter. It gets so green, but both sides. So it must be about 100 yards. So it's 200 yards of painting fence. So it's a lot of hours, and I'm thinking when Dad calls this year, I'll probably bang out a novel while I'm painting the fence. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I
Uh,
can't remember who I was listening to, and they were on a podcast, and they were talking about this was in the days when I was doing Dragon, and I was, like, trying to devour all the podcasts that talk about
yeah,
dictation. And he was living in America, and I can't remember why he said he had to do long drives, like, do talking 10-hour drive trips,
no,
because obviously America's huge, and he'd be like he'd dictate with the family in the car, and he would just dictate the whole way. They'd be entertained because 'cause they're listening to the story. His
yeah.
wife would be like she was, like, beta reading as he was or alpha reading as he was dictating, so she could tell him where he was going wrong, but by the time he'd get to wherever he was going, he's got a full book.
It's just I was speaking to Steve Aitchison, and I said, "Doesn't it feel like a superpower all of a sudden?" Because he's jumped into it like I have.
Both of you last year, both of you, I was like, "Dictate."
Eh?
Both of you, I was, like, telling you to dictate.
I know, but I was speaking to Gary Jordan. That's the guy who did these 92 books in one series, well, spin-off series. I think there's 53 in the one series, and then the spin-offs. And I was saying, Rachel's been telling me for over a year, and I know about her output. So every week I ask her, how many words have you written, kind of thing, and they're all dictation. And so I know all these things, and it just took that one extra person,
Yeah.
His story is no different to yours. It's
No.
just kind of another story, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Well, fucking hell, yeah," because it almost seems like your story is just in the background because I'm all, and I just know about it, and then
Yeah.
there's the other guy sits down and they're like, "Well, it does work. It's not,
Yeah.
you're not an outlier. This happens
Kinda,
to
like,
everyone."
validated it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. One of the things to get better with your dictation is you need to start dictating everything else, like, dictate your text messages, dictate your shopping list to yourself,
just to get used to just
because
always
you'll get into the habit of pantsing because you pants those things.
yeah. I think,
Um, and
Gabby
you'll
actually
sit
said that Tony
right.
Lee dictates into his watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking Captain Kirk, what? But I mean, you've always got that on you, haven't you? Well,
Yeah,
on your phone.
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
always have my phone and I just whack my earphones on now and will dictate.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so this week I have Pen Name Z, who's a contemporary romance, and I started writing, dictating a thriller series, psychological thriller series. Very aware that this now can't be Pen Name Z's, just because Pen Name Z I'm turning wholesome, really lovely, and oh,
You
she's
don't
just
just
lovely.
fancy putting it as a Rob Radcliffe book?
No, she's got a pen name now.
Pen name Z.2.
No, pen name Z. I mean, I guess I can, yeah, because pen name Z is like the one that, so I can say pen name Z's pen name weirdly because it does, because pen name Z stops it being near me kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, well, for readers and stuff. So she's called Eva Gray. She was called Lana Cross that I really liked, but then there is one. I should have checked
right.
that first. I'm glad I didn't grab the domain first. So now, and then I liked Elizabeth King. Loved that name, but obviously there was one. So me and the missus were going through names, and I was checking them first on Amazon. No, there isn't one. And then I was checking on domain names. Oh, so it's taken. So no. Uh, so yeah, Eva Gray is
Yeah.
is my pen name's pen name. And this week, in the last 8 days, let me get my stats up because and I'm a newbie author who's been dictating since, well, for about 2 weeks. And in the last 8 days, call it 7 days actually. Where is it? Yeah, so in the last 7 days, I have done 32 hours of dictation, which is a lot of dog walks. Fucking dog loves me now. Every
That's
time I
loving
get
you.
up, every time I get up just off the chair, he thinks we're going out for a walk now. But in the last week, I did 32 hours of dictation. I think the missus thinks I'm having an affair as well because I'm just out of the house all the time. Me and the dog are having an affair, and she uh, sh- she dictated the first book. This is our first draft still, and it was 46,866 words, but one. And then I was doing a reader magnet, and I thought about 20,000 words, and just went with it. But then when I grabbed that that text and transcribed it, it was 32,000 words, and I thought that's too long for a reader magnet. I'll
Yeah.
just go with it, and so that became book two at 48,229 words. And then I did another reader magnet, uh, which was 3,397 words, but it felt like it was the opening to a book instead of a reader magnet. So that's now the opening to book three. And then I did another reader magnet, which is the reader magnet now, and that was 7,530 words, totaling
It's crazy, isn't
106,022
it?
words in 8 days,
Yeah.
32 hours of dictation, 3,313 words an hour.
Yeah.
Mental. Fucking 100,000 words in 8 days, 7 days, really.
Yeah.
And I'm a newbie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just working out if I'd done 32 hours, that'd get me 160,000 words on
Yeah,
my speed.
you're too busy at you're
I'm
too busy at the
getting in my own
hospital
way.
though because your son can't differentiate between fingers and
Yeah, but you
branches.
know what he did to me yesterday? He phoned me up and he went, "Mum, I've just chopped my fingers off with a hedge trimmer." And then he hung up on me.
Right, hang on a minute. Hedge trimmers, aren't they like those
No, because
thingy
he's a gardener, so he's got proper industrial petrol.
chainsaw?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Right.
got not the £30 from B&M shit,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
got,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, the big so he's
Right.
a gardener. Yeah, just gets a phone call, I'm like, "Okay." So I phoned his wife, like, "Do you know what's happened?" And she had no idea, so then I've shut her up because she'd not heard anything.
Oh, you must have liked that though. He rings mummy instead of his missus.
You know who he actually rang first? His next customer.
Well, just to say be late, no
No,
fingers.
to s to say, "I won't be there this afternoon, I've chopped my fingers off," and he
Yeah.
hung up on her, and she was she was, like, phoned back, she's like, "Okay." But I think it must have just been a state of shock that he
Yeah.
just gone into this default mode. But yeah,
So has he
look,
lost any fingers or is he alright?
no, so he's broken, it's his on his right hand, it's his little finger and this finger, so he's broken both fingers. He's took the top pretty much off of his little finger, but it's still kind of attached, and
Right.
he's hacked it right into the other one and to the bone.
So what
They
they do
said
is holding a branch or something and it slipped or something.
he pulled a branch out, and it must have been stuck, and it's pulled the thing at him. Now he
All
said it's
right.
luckily because the trimmer was on, idling, so it wasn't on full on
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
whack
yeah.
thing, but yeah, so they've said to him, they think it's gonna be an easy job, they can just open it up and stitch it all together. They've said, however, if his little finger if there's nerve damage inside it, they'll have to chop the top of his finger off to the top knuckle, and he'll just have a smaller short finger.
Oh,
So they've sent him home now, we're just waiting for, a surgery spot, so anytime I'll be, like, taking him back to,
yeah. Be next Monday, won't it?
do
When I'm
that.
waiting to fucking do
Oh,
pod.
no, it'll be sod's law, it'll be Friday when I have to go to Harrogate for Pacify event.
Follow Saturday pacifier.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you're going down there, yeah.
You go Friday to set up. I'm like, "It'll be bloody Friday." So I'll still go, um, but I'd have to go with him and just go late to, the
No.
hotel. But that'll be sod's law.
I noticed that you're right outside the opposite the coffee cart, so you should get loads of interest because you're the place that people just merge to.
Hopefully it'll work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got loads of, old cover books as well, you know, We don't wanna talk about my old
Condition.
covers. But they're the same stories inside. So,
Yeah.
what we've done with those, we've wrapped them up, and put
You
them
have
in.
to, don't you? You have to.
Yeah, well, I've got so much merchandise with old things on it, and I'm like, the books are still the same books inside.
Yeah.
So, I've got a printed up bag, and I've got 3 of those books, and I've put them inside this bag, and then some of the merch, and I'm gonna sell them as a blind date with an author for, like, 25 quid. So you
Yeah,
get
cool.
3 books, and but they're not ones I'd be able to sell on TikTok or anything like that, so,
It's just
um
getting rid of it, innit?
yeah, but they're getting a load of shit with it, and it clears a load of space out of my office.
Cool, man.
So, yeah, so it's gonna be shut up, you. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Can you hear the banging? That's my dog. Its tail.
No?
Oh, he's stood right next to the shed outside on the decking. I could just whack, 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 whack
Yeah.
with his tail. Yeah.
So are you going to carry on dictation? What's the future of your dictation?
Well, I need to edit these things now, which is. But I mean, you've seen the covers; look great. They're
Yeah?
a bit different, but they're very nicely branded. As uh, yes, it's all go for. Do you know my pen name's Ed? I looked up today. I started a TikTok on the 22nd of March, and she's got like 750 followers already.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And because it's telling the story of new author, not
Yeah.
knowing what they're doing, all that, asking for help from other author, properly embodying this new authorness. Yeah, she's just got another follower now, actually. Yeah, everyone loves pen names Ed at the moment.
That's awesome.
I went on a live the other day, not on me alive, but like an author that I speak to quite a lot on my own lives. They were live, and I went on my live as pen name Zed, pretending to be a newbie and all the rest of it. It's quite fun. It's so fucking catfishy. It's unbelievable. But yeah, it's quite fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
but as long as
when you've edited these, are you gonna dictate next book? Are you gonna play with dictation for your Radcliffe books? Are
well,
you
that's the
gonna
thing. Yeah,
use
I
it
need.
as a skill as like, are you gonna use it as part of your author career now?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I reckon. No, I couldn't do that. In the output I've done this week, and it hasn't been that bad. My calves hurt a little bit from all the walking, but that's a 5 million word year.
Yeah.
But that's 32 hours dictate. That's a lot. That's ridiculous.
You're
But
being
that
accused
is,
you'll be
eh?
accused of you'll be accused of being AI.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But yeah, I don't care because at the end of the day, it's down to the reader. They just, I mean, these books, I don't know if they're any good, if they're going to be any good, because I've dictated it. So there's nothing there in front of me at the moment that I can look at and read. I mean, I've copied and pasted them, but I've just left them now because I've got a load of translations as usual to do.
Yeah.
And then I think next week or the week after, I'll start editing them. But one of the things I do want to do is kind of start doing Rob Radcliffe stuff. I've
Yeah.
got I've got a Divine book that's out in July. So if I could just do the bare bones of the rest of the story dictation, that's done. And then also my Win4 ones. But yeah, and pen name Zed's first one. Fuck's sake, I've got 3 pen names now.
Welcome to my world. It's funny the other day because I've got a release coming up in June, and I've got one in August and one in September, and they're all on pre-order. And I got into well, it's only April, and then I got into no, it's April. That means I've got 2 months to finish this book, and then two
Yeah.
months to get the next one. I'm like, oh shit! And I was like, just dictate them.
Yeah, just to take them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me is definitely just having that blank. There's no blank page, and that's just a massive thing. Sitting
yeah,
down and it feels like I'm doing the work then, and it's not a stretch of the imagine. And once I start reading through the bullshit that I've waffled, the stories coming up because I did a few chapters of Pen Name Zed's actually edited it, and I was like, "Well, this is a lot easier than having a blank page." And I
Yeah.
imagine it'll be the same for Eva Gray's stuff.
Do you
Yeah.
find when you doing I don't know if you've got to that point yet, but when you're doing dialogue, I have this, that you pull in the facial expressions, you're saying it with the emotion, like if the character's angry, you're saying it angry.
Yeah, I'm
Have you
matching it, I'm matching it.
Yeah.
I mean, this one of Pen Name Zeds, it's set in Scotland. I've got a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
I'm speaking like
You
this
get right into it.
while, while I'm dictating, oh god,
Yeah.
that was but yeah, definitely it's, because it's first person as well, I am encompassing the character.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking accents and everything.
Yeah, I remember on one of mine, I was dictating an argument and I was getting so into it, but then the argument came out so well because I'd spoken it.
Yeah. I mean, I class myself as really good at dialogue, so I think I'll probably edit the dialogue. My other books are very dialogue led. This
Yeah.
isn't so much. It's more telling the thing and what's going to happen, and it's the waypoints of the beats more than anything. And then I mean, I have done a little bit of dialogue that's come to me and just thrown it in there with pen name Zeds. And pen name and Eva Gray's there's hardly any dialogue in it. It's just telling the bones of the
Yeah.
story. So I imagine that 48,600 word first draft will turn into about 70,000, five
Yeah, yeah,
thousand ish once I've added all the bits in. But yeah, it's just meant in it.
yeah.
Why did no one tell me about this?
I know, right?
Yeah. So I reckon, yeah, I'll easily I'll do a million words this year too.
Yeah. I would if I sort my
But I
shit.
won't count my edits. I
Yeah,
won't
but
do that.
I totally redraft. I'm totally typing again.
Hey?
I'm totally typing when I count. I don't well, no, I don't count my edits in my million. I'm just counting my edits up to see how much I've edited.
Oh, so you don't sort of sabotage because yeah, you are still doing work, Rachel. You're
Yeah.
telling yourself
Sometimes I dictate and type at the same time, like, I'll just switch between them.
at the same time.
Yeah, so I like to play for the words, and
Yeah.
so I'll type in my for the words because I do enjoy typing. I
No
still
more
do
in
type.
reviews and similar songs on Amazon Music.
Apparently Alexa's joining. So I do enjoy typing, so I will type. But if hold on, we're playing Alexa, stop. She wanted to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start again. So I will type and dictate at the same time. So because I use for the words, I'll type on there because I enjoy the typing. Um, but if I get to, when you type in, you get into flow state
Yeah. The
and it
zone.
like just pours at you. But I get irritated because then I can't type as fast as I can tell the story in my brain because it's gone the other way for me now.
Right.
Um, so I've got a shortcut on my keyboard that I'll just double click and turn the dictation on. And I'll just dictate just to get that words out really fast. Yeah, but
Yeah.
because I'm on for the words, I have to actually dictate the punctuation. But luckily, because I trained in the Dragon days, I can just drop into that automatically.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but so sometimes I'll do that.
The thing, like, what I'm thinking about now is right, and this is more marketing, and I'm, I I really enjoyed building pen name Zed's author brand because it's new in it,
Yeah,
and it's the first time properly that I've been able to do everything the right way, how you should do it. You get your domain. I haven't done anything with the domain, but I've got it, and just get a Gmail, just all that setting up, and then TikTok, and obviously because it's a face front uh, TikTok, it is time consuming getting you images of the person and all the rest of it. But I found that the text function
yeah,
on TikTok where you can just write a little note in it.
yeah, yeah,
I've been doing quite a lot of them just because that's what she does. She's just got a little brain fart and she's putting them on, and she's getting they're quick to do.
yeah,
Uh, and I have really enjoyed building her, if you like, and but now I've got to build another one. I've got to build Eva Gray. I've got the domain, and then yeah, I guess. But this one's going to be a faceless TikTok.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, it's fucking another TikTok. You only have 3, aren't you, on Amazon?
On pen names?
Yeah.
Make as many as you want.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you only had 3. Where is it you
No,
only
no,
have
you only
3?
have to put up 3 books a day. Make as many pen names as you want.
No, I'm sure there was like, well,
Yeah, I
I'm sure.
think there used to be a rule that it was 10, long time ago, but now you can have as many as you want.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, because they're opening the door for all these AI books, aren't they? They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. They're still making
Well,
their
you
money.
look at Coral Hart, she's got 21 pen names. They're all on the same
21
KDP
pen
account.
names. How do you
I
even
couldn't
live?
manage them. I couldn't manage that many.
Consistent pen names, writing
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
them.
yeah. Because she publishes so fast, so she did 200 books last year, and so it's 21 pen names. So that's 10 books pretty much per pen name, or 9 books because there's 21 in there, something like
Does
that.
she dictate?
No, she writes with AI.
Oh, yeah, that person,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. So she put out over 200 books last year. She's got 21 pen names, but she managed. Can you imagine managing all those pen names? It would drive me nuts. Like that's hard work. And I
20
know
media
people.
magnets going to 20 different people
Yeah, I don't know if
and
she does all the, those kind of things. I don't know if she's doing
newsletter
like,
lists, yeah.
yeah, don't know if she's doing newsletters and TikTok accounts. Okay. But
Just
yeah,
Facebook.
I don't know. I don't know if she's doing any advertising or anything because obviously she keeps the pen names very quiet because they're heavy
Yeah, 'cause
AI
so
written books.
yeah, I'm also thinking like just like the nuts and bolts of obviously I will have a trilogy to put out. It's going to be rapid release. I can't not rapid release this
No.
fucking true because I've done it so quick. Uh, but then what do I do? I could just I guess just pop it up, pop an ad behind it, and see what happens there.
Yeah.
Hmm. Or do I do a Kickstarter first?
If
I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
say that it's an alternate name of Rob Radcliffe, you could do a
No,
Kickstarter.
it's not. It's not an alternate name of
No,
Rob.
but if you're saying that it's you, not an alternate name of Rob Radcliffe because his pen name's Ed's pen name. But if
Yeah.
you're publicly saying that this is also you, then you could do a Kickstarter because you can let your readers know that this is your other alternate personality's pen name.
Can you not have 2 Kickstarter accounts?
No, because you wouldn't be able to put it like you put Eva Gray at the beginning, but it would have to say Rob Radcliffe is the actual owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just that's enough. I mean, I guess you come up. I mean, when you're doing a pen name, you're always going to come up against these
Yeah,
hurdles, aren't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it with Matt Dinnerman because I assume his real
Yeah, you
name is
said
Seth.
Craig
Yeah.
somewhere one who's
Yeah, because it says under it, it's, created by Seth, so I assume that's just his real name. But no, I don't think people give a shit, to be
is
honest,
that a
you
new
know?
thing? Because you used to be able to have
Yeah,
like
you used to be
publishing
able to
account.
when I did a Kickstarter for my, pen name X, and yeah, wasn't as transparent. Um,
That's probably because of all these AI people that are
it's
popping up now,
probably to
right?
stop the fraud, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Because it'd be so easy to pop up. Otherwise, it'd be so easy to pop up a fake publishing house
Oh, yeah,
and then
absolutely.
offer the world, get a few Kickstarters, but do 10 of them, 10
Yeah,
Kickstarters,
yeah,
and
absolutely,
just
yeah,
get the money and then leave. Yeah.
and then buy a restaurant.
I'll buy a restaurant. Yeah. Yeah. So, what's your plan for the rest of the week? Do you know what my plan is today? Because of your
Yeah.
fucking son not being able to tell between
I know
fingers and
you've got to edit this dead quick and get it up. I'm really sorry.
exactly. Yeah. What time are we on now? 10:30. This needs to be up and ready for 12. Is Tony about today?
Yeah, only till 4-ish.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah,
fine. Yeah. So as soon as we get off, I need to start editing it.
yeah.
I don't have any time. S- Yeah. So what are your plans for the week, writing wise and shit?
I'm heavy focused on this dictation course, so
Yeah.
uh, I want to. I've got to sort that because I need to. I've got it down into an order that I want it into now, like what I'm gonna
Yeah,
teach. There's so many different things that I'm like, "Do I need to teach this? Do I need to teach that bit?" And I was trying to get it to cover everything.
I guess
So
it's
it's just
putting it in the right order, isn't it, as well?
yeah, because I was trying to figure the order because 'cause I've got, like, the intro, who I am, what I know about dictation, like, why
Why
I
you
can
can do a course kind of thing.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's your validation. Then I've got, what to expect from this course, and then what my aims are for you by the end of the course. So, like, that's the first module, and then I've got the second one is going on about myths and mindset because you get loads of shit that people the best one I get is I tried it once, and it didn't work for me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"You tried it once, that's your problem."
Yeah, exactly.
And then the next module, I was going to talk about, tools and equipment and all the different ways you can dictate because there's so many different ways to dictate. And then I was going to do like individual, they're only like going to be 2 minute videos, but you can pick
Yeah.
whichever one you want because I've dictated all different ways from starting on Dragon to using a dictaphone to using Google Docs to now using AI. Like I think that I've got the advantage I've had is that I've gone right from like a learning path and I've done them
Yeah,
all.
the evolution of it all.
Yeah, so I was gonna do that, talk about the equipment and all the options that you've got, and then I was gonna do a module that was is teaching you to dictate like the training wheels version of dictation, and then I was gonna do a module that has pantser and plotter versions of basically becoming a dictator, and that was
Yeah.
how I've got the course laid out. So now I just need to go for each bit and like bullet point what I want to talk about, and then I just need to record them. Um,
Cool. Have
so
you, have you, because I mentioned, off off air that, the Island Publishing Show have posted all the videos
yeah,
of, have you looked at Steve Higgs's?
no.
It's good, man. It's basically creating instead of, creating an audience from
Oh, I
AI.
was in that lesson. I was in that one.
Oh, were you in that one?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
they create the audience. Yeah, it was fantastic. I did the
yeah,
synthetic audience to test your ads. Yeah,
yeah, just as a starting point before, so basically you're testing the ads before without spending any money first.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I love
uh
how he says, "Have you watched it all?"
no, I'm about halfway through. I'm just
Yeah,
after the bit where there was a bit of a mess up with, everyone was going a bit slower than he would have liked
yeah,
on the yeah, but yeah, I watched the rest of it afterwards, yeah. It's good, man.
yeah. It is a good one. But he was talking about how he'll just like whack. He gets an ad that works, and he doesn't do any of this 10% scaling shit. He's like, "Nope, throw all the money on it."
Yeah, 10 grand, boom.
Yeah. And then he's like and he's also if you get to a couple of days he's not working, he's like, "No, freaking kill it." He's cutthroat with it, but I suppose that comes from his experience.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, and
Uh,
also the budget of God, I imagine,
yeah, yeah,
imagine his advertising budget to let
mm,
you know, to play with.
yeah,
Crazy
yeah,
money,
yeah.
but he's built it up. He's built it up. We'll all be there one day. Yeah, I also wanna rewatch Mateus's
Yeah,
video just for not for the AI writing, for the just for what he did, like, because obviously I've got these new pen names and he deals in pen names, the facelessness of it.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I wanna
yeah,
go rewatch TJ Green's because I was there for it, the workshop, and she was talking about world building, not as in craft world building, but world building as in your author world for your
yeah,
readers.
yeah,
And I
he
remember
does.
sitting in there, and it was really giving me some ideas to, put into my Patreon. So I wanna go back over that and yeah, and,
TJ Green, right, I'll have a look
yeah,
at that
I'm
one
pretty sure
first.
it's TJ Green. Yeah, but
Yeah,
his world building one. I actually expected it was a craft one, but as yeah, it's author brands.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it's good. I didn't see that we'd, got given these because obviously we were attendees. Remember when, James Batch used to do that? Now he charges regardless.
yeah.
Uh, the
Although
way
I think we'll get it this year because we've gone for the full 2 days thingy.
oh, for the full 2, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but the first one I saw was $79 ticket or pound, euro, whatever
Yeah.
ticket. I'm like, "Hang on, I was there. Do I not get it?"
Yeah, yeah.
So I emailed them and said,
You
"Yeah,
could share a link actually if anyone was interested, because people that haven't gone can buy a digital ticket and go and get the sessions.
yeah, yeah, I'll put that on the in the show notes, definitely."
Yeah, 'cause
Uh,
they're very good. There's so much good information in those lessons.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the ones that I went to was, yeah, they were
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
definitely worth the €79 punt for it.
Yeah, what's that? It's about 70 quid, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, and, I guess we'll end this one talking about the next conference that's oh, not the next one, our conference,
Our conference, yes,
Manchester.
I saw your video that you put together of us.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Took ages. Riverside was pissing me off, so I had to edit in iMovie instead.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll start blasting out promotion, and it needs to be all go kind of thing now, doesn't it? Yeah,
yeah,
hopefully you and Tony will speak to Adam on when this weekend
yeah, yeah.
about it.
Tony will
'Cause
probably speak to Adam, I'm Mrs. Shy.
right?
Tony will probably speak to Adam, I'm Mrs. Shy.
Yeah, Tony will bombard him, won't he?
Yeah.
He'll do the job. Yeah, yeah. So if you do, we've had a few people sign up at the moment, but if you would like to sign up for our Manchester conference, just to follow along with how things are going, guest speakers that we're going to get in, and all the rest of it. We really don't know what we're doing here. We're kind of winging it to fuck, a little bit like the podcast, really. But it'll be good. It'll be great fun. An extension and us meeting up last year for our Christmas do. This
Yeah,
is actually bringing actual information with us this time, getting a few cool speakers on, and I guess we'll do a kind of. Are we going to film it?
yeah, we'll figure out a way to film it.
Yeah, we'll film it, so we'll do our own things at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign up. Link below. To Manchester Northern. What the fuck's it called now? Northern Indie Authors Summit.
Summit, yeah.
Yeah, and when we have information, we will email you
Yeah,
as well as talk about it on here.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Anything else on dictation?
No, think that's everything.
No. Saving all the good bits for your course, aren't you?
Yeah, I do have a video on my YouTube well, I have 2 actually, with how to get started with dictation, and then my
Well,
whole
send me
process.
the link and I'll put it in the
I'll
show
send you the
notes.
links. Yeah, yeah, there's 2. There's one how to get started, and then there's one that demos my process.
Yeah, cool, man. All right.
Yeah,
Okie dokie, that's 70 episodes done.
it's amazing.
We'll have our 100th soon. We'll have to do some sort of part. We'll have to go live for our 100th.
Yeah, yeah, and I've not, killed you yet, and you
You know what?
I've not killed you.
Oh,
I'll
you've only had you only had one chance from an island, and we did one
I'll come
accident.
at you in Manchester with a really good hedge trimmer that I know.
Yeah, yeah. Fingers like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you'll have your dictation skills, so
When will the 100th one be? Will it be after Manchester?
what, well, it's 30 weeks away. There's 30 odd I think it's like 39 weeks till Christmas. So it might
Obviously,
be
well,
just before Christmas, just before the thingy.
the the thingy. Right, okay. Cool. Yeah, in a bit.
Alright, bye.
Got to sort the garden out. Bye.
Bye.